Ready?
We were beating together We were beating together ghee, honey, and vanilla.
Oh, bad timing. What are we making, Leah?
We are making Kitchen Stewardship granola bars.
Yes, and the first, the first step is called creaming the fat and the sweetener, right?
Yeah.
So we can use any solid fat. That's really annoying. Any solid fat, right? So we could use coconut oil, we could use ghee, we could use butter, we could use palm shortening. We actually got like a half and half thing going on. And no, we are not available. Did you see how creamy it was? It doesn't look like anything like this. And then you put it with the honey. Did you say honey?
Yes.
You did? Okay.
I don't remember. I don't know.
So it's a whole cup of solid fat, a whole cup of honey. I reduced it a little bit. It was actually the bottom of the jar, but also I always like to use less sweetener. Granola bars are hard or easy?
Pretty easy.
They're pretty easy. Show us the rest, girl. She's gonna whip them together. Yeah. Tell your friends to stop calling.
So we are going to do 4.5 cups oats.
And oats are pretty easy to just measure flat. It doesn't really matter if you pat a little bit. That's unlike flour, right?
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
So we are adding 4.5 cups. So we're going to set that
You
already.
just eyed up that last half cup, huh?
Yep. And now I'm going to add 1.5 cup flour. 1.5 cups.
You know what? We've got so many flours floating around. Today we're using some einkorn flour, part whole grain, part white. You can use a gluten-free flour blend. You can use whole wheat flour. You can use white all-purpose flour. You just need about 1.5 cups to kind of grip everything together.
And a teaspoon baking soda.
Why did you move that all around?
Because so we want to sprinkle it around so that we don't get any pockets of baking soda. That would be not tasting good.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to mix this.
Whew. Leah, can you do this without a machine?
Yeah, you can whisk it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about a
Use a
whisk.
spoon.
You need a pretty tough spoon, kind of a roller coaster folding type stir. What are we looking for to know that it's done stirring up?
So we're looking for a uniform mixture, which means you can't tell that
It looks all the same.
it's all the same.
There's nothing different. It looks pretty good. You can set it.
Okay. And now the last thing.
I want to eat it now. Can I just eat it? It
It
kind of
looks
looks like
so
cookie.
good.
It looks so good. Basically, you know what? Granola bars are really cookies with lots of oatmeal.
True.
They really are. I think they're kind of sold as a breakfast or a snack. They're pretty sweet.
And then the last thing is add-ins. You can add chocolate chips, chopped walnuts, dried fruit, sunflower seeds, coconut, other nuts. We're adding chocolate chips.
Who decided that? Because we're in nuts, right? No, did you just drip in there? I'll find it. Oh, yeah, Leah likes the chocolate chips. Go for it. How much do you need?
We need 2 cups.
Do we have 2 cups?
Yeah.
Okay, start going.
Can you do it?
Do what?
Pour it.
Oh, you can't touch anything? Yes, I can. So yes, about 2 cups of add-ins. There's some notes at the end. I love, my favorite recipes are the ones where anything goes. So at the end of the recipe, I made some notes. Like you could also just add a 1/4 cup cocoa powder in with the dry ingredients instead of chocolate chips. And then you could still do like nuts or seeds or dried fruit. I think raisins are really good in here. If you use something like raisins or chocolate chips, you can cut the sweetener a little bit, which is happy. Leah has already greased our pan. What'd you use on this 9x13?
I use ghee. You can use coconut oil, butter, once again, anything.
And did you use your fingers?
Yes.
Yeah, I love, you know what? So budget tip is when like your butter comes out of the wrapper and the wrapper's kind of covered in a little bit of butter because it was getting soft in there. Just use the wrapper with the butter on this and then you don't get your hands messy. I could tell Leah used her fingers. So anytime I use my fingers to grease a pan, I go like this. I just rub it into the back of my hands where it's a little dry in the winter, and then I wash them, you know. But then the backs of the hands still stay a little bit moisturized. That is a lot of chocolate chips.
Yeah.
Maybe. Do you always do 2 cups, or do you sometimes do 1
I
cup?
don't remember.
Okay. Let's do this, because I don't know that you need your hands. Grab your spatula, please, sweetie.
Chocolate
You're surprising me by using your hands. I didn't know that was coming. Just use a spatula.
It's really sticky.
Do you want me to do it?
I got it.
Just scrape around instead of trying to pull out. Like cut it out of there. Here, I'm going to turn a little bit so people can see what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah, so you have to kind of push around at the bottom here, huh? I would say, I think the KitchenAid could have done your job with the chocolate chips. I don't know that you needed to just like reach it with your hands. Some tells me you're looking to lick off your fingers here.
It says, stir and add-ins by hand.
Oh, well, I don't think anything wrong would have happened. But anyway, they're just not very well stirred in. It's okay. You need to press these down in because this is definitely like very much of a thick dough, not a batter, so you can't just pour it. Your hands are messy. Press in. Help. We are going to bake these at 325 or, I don't know, I'm sorry, there's just these huge pockets of chocolate chips. I would use 1 cup of chocolate chips if I were doing it. 15 to 22 minutes. We're looking for it to be just a little golden brown on the edges. You can't do like a toothpick test or anything with this. Just because it's not moist enough it would, like a toothpick test would kind of pass right now. So we're pushing it down in because we want our bars to stay together. So jam it in with your spatula or with your hands if you're playing Leah. When they get golden brown on the edges, you take them out, let them cool all the way, and then we'll come back on live later and show you quickly the results of our retoasting. So retoasting will mean we cut them into bars down the middle and all the way down here. It makes about like 3 boxes worth. So like if a box is 8, 20 to 24 bars. And then after they're completely cooled, you pop the bars out, put them on a cookie sheet, separated, and you retoast them for about 10 minutes. And that makes them really stay together without crumbling, because being a little bit crumbly is one of the risks of homemade, right? I think we've spilled a few chocolate chips, which means we're going to eat them when we're done, right? Put them in the oven? Mm-hmm. All right. Do they need to know anything else? No. I don't think so. It's pretty easy. The hardest part is just finding all the ingredients in the house. Okay, we'll come on back later and show you our retoasting trick. I'm Mrs. Kimball. This is Leah. And we are helping you make good use of your time at home, learn really flexible recipes where you can switch all sorts of stuff out. And if you try these bars, I want to hear what creative mix-ins you used. And I will challenge you that if you use chocolate chips, do 1 cup chocolate chips and 1 cup something else. Because it's fun to make up your own flavors, and then you can create a unique title that you've made up too, okay? So Mrs. Kimball wants to hear those. We will see you later with our retoast and tomorrow with another video.